Yeah, 620 Delta Mike, Bozeman ground, runway 12 taxi off cross 821.
12, cross 21, 0.
Hey. What's up? What's up? Check, check, check. Can you hear me okay? Hey guys. Oh, there we go. Sorry. Jamshed, what's happening? Sorry, I apologize. I was adjusting things. I would definitely move to Montana after being here, dude. This is awesome.
To the Triangle Airport, to the Top Cat Port departure, Bozeman Reservoir transition, then asphalt.
This is seriously, this is awesome. It's so beautiful out here, and it's about 65 degrees.
Squawk 0520.
Excuse me while I adjust the tripod a little bit here.
Question 7 Zulu Yankee, Rebecca, correct?
Yeah, man, this is I tell you what, coming up here for so I drove up here from Salt Lake City yesterday, and I highly recommend coming in, driving up from like Idaho Falls and Rexburg up through the Caribou Targhee National Forest, and then from about West Yellowstone. It's just gorgeous. I mean, because you're in these big mountains and it's like you're almost in the Alps. It's amazing. Kyle, what's up, buddy? Kyle, good to see you. Yeah, we're expecting welcome into I should have had like a big intro for episode 50, but 50 is where we are. The hotel I was staying at, the shower the shower changes temperatures without knowing, so that was entertaining. But yeah. Kyle, Jamshed, sorry to answer your question. It's a little over 400 miles, part of it's interstate, part of it's like rural highway. So yesterday, I would say from Salt Lake City, I went to church and then I stopped for lunch. It was probably, give it about 7 hours. Dude, it was not funny. It was not hilarious, infidel firemen. I stepped in last night after getting back to the hotel after doing the test stream, and it just would all of a sudden like change temperatures. I'm like, this is not cool, man. And welcome in, everybody. By the way, this is episode 50 of Pip's Planespotting live on location in Bozeman, beautiful Bozeman, Montana. Actually, the airport's in a town called Belgrade, which is about 10 minutes to the 10 minutes to the west. But yeah, the area surrounding it is absolutely gorgeous. I'm telling you, man, there is a ghost in the plumbing. For sure. Absolutely. Whoops. So, Infidel and Kyle, you were on, and those who are just tuning in, we are in Bozeman. But Jam Shed, yeah, so we just tested the connection last night, and looks like we got the microphones working today, which is awesome. So we'll be on for the next couple hours. We may take a quick break to charge up the batteries and then be back in the afternoon before I jet out of here and head back. But yeah, we should have, let me give you a rundown, and I'm sure some of you already checked for Bozeman, but most people may not be aware. If you're just tuning in, I encourage you to like and subscribe, right? To entertain. That's what I'm here to do, to entertain and inform and elevate. But Jamshed, yeah, this airport, I told some of the guys last night and ladies that this is the airport that seems to have most people fly into if they want to go to Yellowstone. So Yellowstone National Park, which depending on which road you take could be an hour, hour and a half to Yellowstone. And this is where a lot of people fly into. In fact, they doubled and almost tripled their number of passengers in probably 5 years. So that parking garage is new, and that houses most of the rental cars. And that's obviously a big business out here, is rental cars to Yellowstone. There's also Cody, Wyoming, and West Yellowstone that has commercial service, but it's just the Delta CRJ 200. So you can fly mainline or you can fly in a CRJ 200. So.
Thank you.
The Southwest arrival that was going to be arriving around 10 o'clock is a little delayed. Yeah, it was scheduled to arrive at 9:45. We'll be here around 10:08. We might get the Alaska Airlines arriving from Seattle probably in the next 15 minutes. And Infidel Firemen and everybody else, how's the sound? Is one louder than the other? I'm going to turn down probably... I'm going to turn down maybe the NAT sound so you guys can hear me a little bit better.
Zulu Yankee, runway 12 taxi to Alpha.
1 CV Alpha.
Sweet. Thanks, sir. Thanks for the report. Yeah, so if you're just tuning in, we're here in Bozeman, Yellowstone International Airport. And we're expecting our first arrival in the next 20 minutes. This isn't the busiest airport in the world, and I know that some people like nonstop action, but you can't beat the scenery, and it's cool to give people a different perspective of if they do travel here, what they can expect. So this is part information, like we do the 3 R's: entertain, elevate, and educate.
Southbound departure, Route 98.
Bridge 98, right 200 Alpha, taxi via Alpha.
200 Alpha, taxi to Alpha, Bridge 98.
So we have airlines, and I mentioned this before, if you didn't catch the test broadcast last night, there are a lot of airlines who fly in here for the summer. And I would expect, they do have U.S. Customs here, I would expect it's just a matter of time before there's an international airline that flies in here, like either Mexico or Canada. Because it's, you know, really the gateway to Yellowstone. And I mean, you know, while we got a moment, I mean, just look at the scenery. It's just phenomenal. So, I mean, as I pan to the left, so that's to the south, and the a little bit south-southwest as I pan around. I mean, the mountains are green and rich, and just a straight up gorgeous, gorgeous area. So definitely give Salt Lake City a run for its money. Hey, Lawrence, excellent. Glad to hear. Which plane are you going to be flying in? Which 1136, okay. Excellent. Oh, okay. Awesome, Lawrence. Well, sweet, dude. Yeah, we're excited to see it too. You have some of the greatest scenery ever. That's awesome. Welcome in. Yeah, man. I drove up here from Salt Lake City, which is where I'm from, and I'd like to get down the road, but I was like, oh, I should go up to Bozeman. And thanks to everybody who voted on the poll, so that's why we're here. Is that all the great fans and my friends said we should go to Bozeman, and it definitely has not disappointed so far. Awesome, Lawrence. You know, you never know who you'll run into on the stream. There may be some other Avelo employees or other airline employees on here, so that's awesome. Thanks for joining. Oh, nice. Well, that's awesome, Lawrence. That's fantastic, man. Yeah. I drove up from, so if you drive up from West Yellowstone, I highly recommend it, or drive down to West Yellowstone and back. It's only about 90 miles one way, but it's just, it's like magical. You feel like you're almost in the Swiss Alps, and everything is green and just phenomenal. No airport operations. Excellent, my man. Oh, I think I see our first arrival in the distance. Looks like Alaska 983 from Seattle is making its Final approach here. Look at that. We made two friends, two connections, Lawrence and Infidel Fireman. Well, there we go. That's awesome. Glad to see that. Look at that. Making friends and connections all over. That's what we like to do. Yeah, that Alaska 737-900 from Seattle is going to come right into your living room. So I've decided to listen in to 121.8, which is Bozeman ground. Maybe a little more activity on the radio. So that's what we're hearing on the ATC chatter is Bozeman ground on 121.8. Well, that's great, Lawrence.
Ground Alaska 983 coming up on Alpha for Bravo 5.
Last calling ground, sorry, missed a second, please.
Alaska 983 and Alpha for Bravo 5.
Alaska 983, taxi to the terminal via Alpha.
Terminal via Alpha, Alaska 983.
Love it. We're making connections and everything. Jackson, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Jackson, you got to make those arrangements and get a refund and come back. Now, I'm from Salt Lake City, so I'm right by Park City, but this is, I hate to say the word magical, but it's just a really beautiful place. Highly, highly, highly recommend it. Thanks for saying hi. And if you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe. Our home base is in Salt Lake City. That's where I live at currently, working in airport operations for Salt Lake Airport. But on my off days, I like to travel and plane spot and do PPL, which is Pip's Plane Spotting Live. So I'm Pip. So there's a lot of general aviation traffic and commercial traffic. In fact, believe this is, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys and girls, but this is the busiest airport in all of Montana. All right, Infidel. And that little clicking in the background you hear, that's the scanner scanning. So I hope it's not too loud and annoying, but that will pick up the ATC frequencies for us. So thanks for your understanding on that.
Good morning, ExoJet 740. We're looking for our clearance out to San Jose. We have Unit 1.
Exit 740, both ground clear San Jose Airport via TRX4 departure. Whitehall transition, then as followed. Climb via SID. Departure frequency, Big Sky 118.907, and squawk 4047.
for ExoJet 740, what was the transition up to the T-Rex was?
ExoJet 740 is the Whitehall transition, Hotel India Alpha.
And if you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe. We do like to go to new airports, as you can tell, and Salt Lake City is our home airport.
T-Rex 4 via the Whitehall as filed, climb via the SID, and departure frequency of 118.97 and squawk 4047.
ExoJet 740 read back correct.
Just an observation, but the guy in the tower sounds kind of sad. He needs a hug, and he lives in a beautiful area. I'm like, I'd be more excited. Something interesting about this airport, so the main runway is runway 1230, which is about a 9,000-foot runway. But they also have a parallel grass runway, which is interesting. So when you saw the Alaska land, you saw this little private, plane land as well. But they have a grass runway, which is kind of unique at this airport. So that's a fun fact. So another fun fact, let me tell you all the airlines that fly into Bozeman. They include, and I'm sure you guys can look this up too, but it's always nice to know. But of course you have the legacy carriers that fly into Bozeman, which is Delta, United, American. But you also have Allegiant, Sun Country, JetBlue, Southwest, Frontier. I think that's all of them. Let's see if I missed any of them. Velo. I'm sorry, Lawrence. I didn't even mention a Velo. My apologies. And a Velo. But this is really, I could get used to this. I may have to transfer jobs or something. So you can see our Alaska arrival in from Seattle. Next 20 minutes will be Southwest from Denver on a 737. And then also Delta 2360 on an Airbus A320 from Minneapolis. So yeah, we got Southwest Airlines Flight 711 from Denver and Delta 2320 from Minneapolis in the next 20 minutes. So if you are just tuning in, thank you for tuning in to Pip's Planespotting Live. I encourage you to like and subscribe. It's just a nice, beautiful day. Couldn't ask for anything better. Looking at the charts for today and the radars, we have, we'll probably expect 6 arrivals for the next 2 hours, and then we'll start getting some departures into the mix. And this is really peak season for Bozeman. Was looking at statistics. I wanted to bring that up again. All right, so in listen to how things have changed in the last 10 years for Bozeman. So last report, so this is Wikipedia. got it us off of the Wikipedia, but the national plan or the FAA recorded that in 2013 there were about 500,000 passengers who made it through Bozeman. All right, so that was 2013. Now let's fast forward to 2022, still kind of coming out of the pandemic. 2.2 million. 2.2 million. Crazy. That's how much the airport has grown. That's unreal. So we would expect it to grow more and probably be close to 3 million if they keep up this traffic. So Bozeman, Yellowstone is rapidly growing. And thank you so much for the likes, and so wonderful to see everybody. We'll do a zoom in here. Southwest is scheduled to be the first arrival of the day, but Seattle beat them out because Southwest was a little delayed from coming out of Denver. But you can see the terminal.
Northern Jet 527, Buzz ground.
Northern Jet 527.
Northern Jet 527, cleared to Papua, Lima, November Airport. Bobcat 4 departure. Billings transition. Then as followed. Climb via SID. Departure frequency Big Sky 118.907. Squawk 6043. Jet 527, we're back correct.
You are back, sir. We're just doing a zoom in close scan of the airport property. I'm starting to think that those jets right there are actually parked on the grass runway because there's so much traffic. So that is Bozeman Yellowstone International Airport. Another interesting fact about the Bozeman-Belgrade area, the airport is in the town of Belgrade, which sits just to the west of Bozeman. Interstate 90 runs through here. But Bozeman is the home to Montana State University. Missoula has the University of Montana. Bozeman has Montana State. So we're just hanging here for the next little while. I've got my water bottle. Actually, I left it in, yeah. I'm standing on top, by the way, I'm standing on top of my pickup bed. So I always find that a pickup is very useful when plane spotting because you can put a ladder in it as well. So it's all about being resourceful. So I'm standing, let's see if I can get my directions right. I'm not in Utah anymore, so I can't tell if I'm facing east or west because the mountains are always east, right? But I am currently... Yeah, the sun's right at my back, but it'll move. I've got my hat on, though. I bought one of... I bought a hat, like a cowboy hat or something. It's not a cowboy hat. It's one of those bleacher bum hats you always see at Wrigley Field. So it's covering the head and part of the neck, but overall, I think I'll be okay for a few hours. Plus, we have a nice wind. Kind of keeps things cool. And if you're just joining us, encourage you to say hi and subscribe. We're here in Bozeman, Montana today.
Victor, current downtown 3006.
I wonder if the guy who does ground also does tower, just because, well, they must have another guy for that, so, or gal. I'm not going to lie, though, Infidel and everybody else, I wouldn't mind working up here. I sneezed, sorry. In fact, I'm currently sitting at a property that's been abandoned, and I could like build a house on here and be right across the street from the airport, which would be pretty dope. But yeah, Jamshed made a good point too. I don't know if I could handle the cold, but it does get a little chilly. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out for sure. Also, you know what? A lot of people don't know this, but Montana has no state sales tax. So if you buy something in the great state of Montana, there's no sales tax. Tennessee, also a great state. Of course, no state income tax, right, Jamshed?
Five one niner mark. Second position. Mooney 1 niner Mike, runway 12 taxi to Alpha.
Oh, good, because yes, I agree with you 100%, Jamshed, and you know I lived in Texas for a little bit in Dallas, but yes, the property tax is through the roof in Texas. It's unreal. Unreal. Lawrence, you picked a great. I knew at some point somebody would recommend that. And I was thinking about it yesterday. So you mentioned FCA, of course, up in Kalispell.
Ground 19er Mike, is there a place you like to do a run up here, or should I do it on the ramp?
19er Mike, when you get to the end of Alpha Taxiway, you can pull left into the de-ice pad.
Okay, roger, thank you.
19er Mike, are you departing VFR or IFR?
We're going to depart VFR today.
19er Mike, roger.
Yeah, that's an excellent recommendation, Lawrence. I definitely would love to. So maybe what I need to do is drive up to Spokane, and then from Spokane go up to Kalispell, and then from Kalispell down to Missoula, Missoula down to Bozeman again, and then Bozeman down to Jackson Hole, and then back into Salt Lake City. Take a week off and check out the most beautiful airports in America.
Reservoir transition, then is followed. Climb via SID. Departure frequency, Big Sky 118.907.
It's probably a good idea for a trip.
3145.
We got Challenger 33 Charlie Hotels cleared to the Aspen Airport via the Bobcat 4 Bozeman transition, then as filed on departure, we'll climb via the SID. Departure freak 118.907, squawking 3145.
Challenger 3 Charlie Hotel, read back correct.
That's a good line to be on. That is a good line to be on, it sounds like, Lawrence. You get SoCal, and then all the Montanas. All right, so I see our Southwest flight from Denver, making a right turn towards runway 12. And a fun fact another fun fact about Bozeman is there is only one instrument approach in one direction, and that's runway 12. So they have an ILS coming in at 12. Runway 30 is visual strictly. So for you dispatchers out there, you dispatchers out there, keep that in mind, because there's only one way for instrument approaches. Kind of like Provo. This reminds me a lot of Provo. I've got Southwest 711 in our sights, 737, 700 from Denver. There it is. A little bit late, probably getting out of Denver. That can happen. I did not, Lawrence, great question. No, I did not check out Ogden. I like the idea, by the way. Sorry, sad it didn't work out, but yes, I know of the Ogden Airport, Ogden-Hinckley, because I went to Weber State, which is the college there. But yeah, never got a chance to check that out. So maybe you guys will come back in the future. Definitely think it's possible. I wonder if Avello might fly to Provo too. So did you see how that little diamond just flew right by? That they're using the grass runway. Lawrence, but it sounds like you know your airplanes and your aviation. Great to have another aviation lover on the channel, sir. Do you need more AC as in aircraft or more air conditioning? Because I'm always in favor of more air conditioning. Yeah, PVU, but they do have a lot of flights. You're absolutely right. Nope, you make a good point there for sure. Well, hey, this is what the people wanted, was Bozeman. They voted Bozeman yesterday, Infidel Firemen. I said Salt Lake City. I said Bozeman, Idaho Falls, or Boise. And they said Bozeman overwhelmingly. So I'm just trying to give what the people want. But yeah, I think we'll have more aircraft in Bozeman each year. But I get what you're saying. Oh. Oh, okay. More aircraft for your company, yeah. I got you. Next arrival will be Delta Airbus A320 from Minneapolis. I see it just made a left turn and is on, made the left turn and final into runway 12. Yep. I see the lights for the Delta flight in from Minneapolis. It's coming right into your living room. There's a really good variety of private jets here too. And we even got an ATR 72 for FedEx parked. So, yeah, so somebody sent me a quick video, Lawrence. So, maybe we need to add that. Maybe we need to add music. I know this is pretty simple setup, so it'll get better. So we'll do a quick pan to the left. Camera's facing south here. Here at Bozeman, Yellowstone. And if you'd like to contribute, donate financially to support the channel, you certainly can via Super Chat or Super Like. Help cover costs associated with traveling, whether it's 99 cents or $9,999,000 and 999. So. As we pan back to the right, and the west. Oh, Infidel, you're very kind. You've been generous, for sure. Just get all your coworkers to tune into the channel. There you go. And plus, you met one of your new coworkers, Lawrence, today, so that's pretty cool. So there we've got the Airbus A320 in from Minneapolis. That's right. Didn't you say you were going to donate your first paycheck to me?
Bridge 43, Bozeman ground, runway 12 taxi, Alpha crossing 21.
12 to Alpha crossing 21 to the
Right into your living room, folks. I'm sure it did. I'm sure it went to Ren. I have no doubt. Lawrence, that's a... You don't know how true that statement is. You don't know how true that statement is. Yep, absolutely. Just our neighborhood A320 passing by here. Oh, Lawrence, stop it. That's so true. Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. That is fantastic. Thank you. That was great. How true that is, infidel firemen. You have no idea. Lawrence is speaking truth.
Ground Delta 2361, Alpha Park and Alpha 2.
Delta 2360, Bozeman ground, taxi to the terminal of the Alpha crossing 21.
Now that,
terminal via Alpha cross 21. Delta
that I understand completely, Lawrence, for sure. And welcome into Pip's Planespotting Live on location from Bozeman, Yellowstone International Airport. Glad that you could join me today. Oh, we got a Twin Otter sighting. Twin Otter sighting. Beep, beep.
93 Bozeman, runway 12 taxi off, crossway 21.
On the job. The old OJT. I remember those days fondly. Got a little bit of time, but might have a couple of departures via corporate jets. But in the meantime, we've got a nice little variety. Nice little variety of aircraft. So we've got a Southwest and Alaska, Delta now, and should have Allegiant here in about 30 minutes. Looks United is delayed by a couple of hours. How dare they?
South 40, I did message verify your base mission, Victor.
But on the flip side, Chicago United 2661 from Chicago is early. Should arrive around 11:10. And then Avelo should arrive on a 737. Velo 175 should arrive around 11:20.
Sir, 320 Hotel Mike, Bozeman Ground, taxi 2 parking to be
Cookies? I want cookies, dude.
That's 30 Hotel Mike, Jet Aviation just off your left.
Hey, Michael, thanks for your vote yesterday. And yeah, it is a nice airport. While we got a minute, we just had our Delta arrival and Southwest and Alaska, as you can see there. But yeah, it is a nice airport. Let me do a scan here. So you can see the parking garage. That's mostly for rental cars. But you can scan here, and now you can see all the corporate and private jet aircraft that fly in here for the weekend, for the holiday, for Yellowstone. Well, I think, Lawrence, shouldn't Alaska depart before you guys block in? Yeah, and Michael, the scenery is fantastic. Cannot beat it. I got you. Yeah, Michael, it was wonderful driving up here, especially I highly recommend driving up between West Yellowstone and here, driving down and driving back. It's beautiful, just absolutely stunning. So.
Bozeman ground, taxi park available.
Yep, I know, Lawrence. Yeah. Hey, people want a nonstop to Yellowstone. This is it. You are welcome, Michael. I appreciate that. Gotta give variety. And of course, we'll do the big airports, Michael, but I do like to highlight regional airports as well because they serve an important function as well. And quite frankly, most people don't even know about Bozeman, and this is really the airport you're going to fly into if you're going to go to Yellowstone. I mean, you could fly into Cody or West Yellowstone, Montana, but they only have CRJ 200 aircraft. This has mainline aircraft like 737s, Airbus A320 and 321. Also, Delta from Atlanta flies a 757, which we should see today. So, yeah, Lawrence, like you said, yeah, we just, good variety. No airport this small, right? Bozeman's what, like 50, 60,000 people, has this much variety of aircraft? Yep, no question. So I was glad to do it, and thank you for your votes. And I had, honestly, I was hoping to get up here a little bit sooner. I wasn't able to. Because I wanted to do a video day of plane spotting and a live edition. But nonetheless, super excited to be here. It was great. It was a long drive, 6-7 hours. But yeah, I've wanted to come up here for a long time, so I'm really excited that all of you voted. And so we'll have to do a vote again where I should go next. So. Well, Lawrence, I said this earlier in the broadcast. I think it's just a matter of time before Bozeman gets a international flight, because they do have customs here, and that'll take some work. But I can just see the day when Bozeman gets an international flight. So we check out this corporate jet going into the skies. It's like a Cessna Citation. Oh, nice. I didn't check the specific livery, but that's pretty awesome. Should make for some nice eye candy. Thank you for Michael reporting that. I may switch to tower. So let me check out tower frequency here, guys and gals. All right, so I'm going to make a little change here. So I'm going to see if tower frequency shows up for us.
Bridgeline 53, make straight in runway 12. Runway 12, clear to land.
Yeah, Lawrence, yeah, my thoughts exactly. My thoughts exactly. WestJet, or, yeah, great suggestions. My thoughts exactly. The problem...
Line 93, Bozeman, make a left turn to the north, runway 12, clear for taking off, traffic is Cirrus, 3 mile funnel. Bridgeline 53, make a right turn to the top. Question, leverage line 93, make a right turn to the top. Bridgeline 53, press on the 5 right.
So something interesting about Mexico is right now they're on, I can't know the exact, I don't know what the exact wording is, but for Mexico flights into America, Mexico is on the, what's the word, B list? So I think that prohibits any new routes from being done from Mexico, according to the FAA. I'll have to do some more research so I can get the nomenclature right. But yeah, if there's going to be new flights, it won't be from Mexico. It would be, yeah, from Canada. I could even see maybe like Iceland, like Play Airlines on a 321neo. And if you're just tuning in, this is Pip's Planespotting live on location from Bozeman, Montana, Bozeman, Yellowstone International. This is the airport people fly into if they want to go to Yellowstone. Depending on where you go in Yellowstone, you're anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half. Now, it is true that West Yellowstone, Montana has an airport that Delta does flights in on a CRJ 200, but those are seasonal. And they are a small plane, so. Well, you know, that's tough. Maybe Iceland Air, a little more stable. I was hoping to get Play, but it sounds like they may be gone by WOW.
Bridgeline 53, turn right, Alpha 3, contact ground pointing.
So I wanted to scroll over here for a moment. So it looks like we got a, whoops, a Dassault. That looks like a Global. Another Dassault. Challenger, pair of Challengers. Citation 680. I think maybe even a Pilatus. That's crazy, Lawrence. Gulfstream. That looks like a Pilatus. Another Dassault. King Air. Those look like Gulfstream wing tips. So yeah, we got quite a variety of corporate and private jets here as the wind gives me some nice cool breezes. Oh, Cirrus Vision. Where's James Meany when you need him? We get a Cirrus Vision James Meany alert right there. There's our lovely tower. Got another helicopter. They do live flights out of here too. I was checking things out yesterday.
Bluegrass, pick 3, Bozeman Tower, runway 12, clear land.
Bluegrass, huh? So it looks like we got a Cessna 560 XL Citation headed inbound to us on our runway 12.
X0 Delta Mike, you'll be following the citation, 7 mile final, put the traffic in sight.
Delta Mike, looking for the citation. Tower, this is 0 Delta Mike. I'm 6 miles out on my base, and I have no joy on the citation.
Yeah, 0 Delta Mike, roger, make a left turn, fly northwest bound.
Left turn, northwest bound, 0 Delta Mike.
Bluegrass 5-3, 1 mile off your right is a yak, altitude 6,300, maneuver to follow you. X0 Delta Mike, you can start your right base, continue for runway 12.
I'm sorry, repeat that please.
Yeah, 0 Delta Mike, start your right base, continue for runway 12.
Right base for 12, 0 Delta Mike.
Yeah, I think Bluegrass is in Lexington. They are arriving from Lexington, according to flight radar. So that's interesting. Maybe it's like Mitch McConnell or something from the U.S. Senate, or John Calipari.
Helicopter 1368 X-ray, Bozeman Tower. You said the Jet Center. You verify you have Jet Aviation.
Yes, Jet Aviation for helicopter 6 X-ray.
Helicopter 687, Roger. If you're planning on departing northwest, hold your position. It's going to be a while.
Okay, I can take a south and then go out that.
Helicopter 68 X-ray.
Yeah, I know. Lawrence, I said the same thing. I'm like, this guy, he should be happy. He's in a beautiful location. I mean, shoot. Doesn't have that much traffic.
Yak 0 Delta Mike, number 2, following the citation, half-mile final, runway 12, clear to land, crossway turbos.
0 Delta Mike, I've got the citation, clear to land 12.
Yellowstone 47, CBUR 12, hold.
Yellowstone 47, Bozeman Tower, runway 12, continue. Helicopter 68 X-ray, on course, your discretion.
Helicopter 68 X-ray.
Maybe he's the only guy in the tower, Lawrence.
Bluegrass 5-3, turn right, Alpha 2, and contact ground point 8.
Yeah, that's a great point, Lawrence. Yeah, he probably needs some perspective. That's a really good point. That is a really good point.
Yak 0 Delta Mike, turn right, Alpha 3, contact ground point 8. Yellowstone 47, runway 12, clear to land.
12, clear to land, Yellowstone 47.
Yeah, you weren't kidding, Lawrence. Alaska's taking their sweet time.
Tower, Yellowstone 28 is 10 miles southwest of Bozeman, with inbound for the opposite with Victor.
Yellowstone 28, Bozeman Tower, 45 miles southwest, remain out above 6,000.
Remain at or about 6,000, report 5 miles to the southwest, Yellowstone 28.
Yellowstone 28, 1 mile ahead, northbound. It's Airbus descending out of 8,000 Causeway Terminus.
Traffic inside Yellowstone 28.
This is good point, Michael. Excellent point. It's just really peaceful, and really enjoy this. Wish I could get paid to do this full time. It's just sitting right here. You know, and another nice thing about Bozeman, it's a little bit higher in elevation, so it's a little bit cooler. It's not as, like, Salt Lake is supposed to be in the upper 90s, around 100 this week. And I'm not looking forward to that, and it's supposed to be upper 70s today here. So definitely would encourage you guys to hang out here if you need a summertime vacation.
Bozeman Tower, Yellowstone 17, 10 miles to the west, inbound with Victor for a full stop.
Yellowstone 17, Bozeman Tower, roger. Fly to River Rock, plan to right base, runway 12.
Fly to River Rock, right base 12, Yellowstone 17.
I would agree with that, Michael. They got the good life.
Yellowstone 47, turn right, Alpha 3, contact ground point 8.
I would be very happy up here. Dating might get a little boring, but otherwise, yeah. Butte's like 100 miles to the west. Missoula's like 100 or maybe less than that, 80. So Missoula's like 2 hours away. Billings another 2 hours.
Bozeman Tower, Legion 1975, visual 12.
Legion 1975, Bozeman Tower, runway 12, clear to land.
Current temperature, yes. And I didn't report the METAR, dang it. Dang it, infidel. Should have reminded me. My apologies. Current temperature right now is, dun 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 dun. Stand by. Gotta remember to put the METAR in. $64 degrees. It's awful, isn't it? And it doesn't feel like 64 degrees. It feels a little bit warmer than that, and the sun's on my neck because I'm looking west and the sun is facing east. So, but yeah, it's perfect. Could not ask for anything better. And great people like you joining me on the broadcast. This is Pip's Planespotting Live, episode 50. I'm going to say this, infidel, and I know I'm going to regret it, but boy, I wish Bubag was here. I've missed my my transatlantic friends. Chantel is like nowhere to be found, so. All right, we've got Allegiant 319 on a 319 from Nashville? No, 1975 on an Airbus 319 from Nashville. And like you said, Michael, it is the Raiders delivery, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, Michael, way too hot for me. Way too hot. I have not seen this Raiders livery in person, so this is kind of exciting. I hope it's a full flight, so it's a little bit heavier and come all the way down.
Roger, 527, Bozeman Tower, hold short runway 12. Yellowstone 17, fly to turn on to final 3 miles, and report turn on to a 3 mile final.
Fly to turn on to a 3 mile final and report a 3 mile final, Yellowstone 17.
Turn to the right. And there's Allegiant 1975.
Jet 527, Bozeman Tower, runway 12 lap away. Traffic is a diamond 3 mile right base. Yellowstone 17, citation holding.
Sharp looking plane there.
Allegiant 1975, turn right Alpha 2, contact ground point 8.
Alpha 2, ground point 8, Allegiant 1975.
Look at that sharp looking plane. Thanks for Michael for catching that. I wouldn't have even known.
Make a right descending 70 for 11, Yellowstone 28.
7, runway 12, clear for takeoff. Yellowstone 17, runway 12, clear to land, Causeway, turn depart, citation.
14 clear to land, Yellowstone 17.
Yeah, pretty sharp, man. Good job catching that. Thank you. Tomato Ruthless. Ruthless on the tomatoes. Hello. Thanks for saying hi. We're here in Bozeman, Montana on location. Bozeman Yellowstone International Airport. Just outside of Yellowstone National Park.
Traffic, successful 1 mile final, runway 12, runway 11, cleared for the option, Causeway, tourist on the depart, citation.
11, cleared for the option, Yellowstone 28.
Jet 527, recycle your transponder, squawk 6043, I'm not receiving.
6043 recycled for Jet 527.
Northern Jet 527, contact Big Sky departure. Good day.
So that's cool. It's another look. One terminal, we have 4 different airlines. And our next arrival will be, I believe, Lawrence's Avello. Well, no, it'll be commercial arrival will be United, it appears. 2661, and then Avello just behind it.
Yellowstone 17, turn right Alpha 3, contact ground point 8.
We'll have some corporate traffic in here as well. Looks like another Dassault Falcon 7. So next 20 minutes we should have another 3 aircraft arriving. 20 to 30 minutes. I'm personally looking forward to it in about an hour and 20 minutes when the Delta 757 arrives. That's one of my favorite planes because, well, we don't see them very often anymore. What may end up happening is I may take a quick break to charge my battery for a little bit so we can get the afternoon liveries, just so you guys are aware.
Yellowstone 28 midfield for 1-1 option.
Yellowstone 28, rolling 1-1, clear for the option.
1-1 clear for the option, Yellowstone 28.
So thanks for all of you tuning in. I know it's not the busiest airport in the world, but it means the world to me that you guys are willing to check out new and interesting locations, because at some point, some of you may travel out here, and now you know a little bit more about Yellowstone and Bozeman. And I definitely recommend coming out here. The scenery is fantastic. Well, thanks, Infidel Firemen. I love you too. Love is in the air. And if you're new to the broadcast, I encourage you to like and subscribe. It is a lot of fun being up here for sure. I haven't seen anything too weird in like a tourist environment. I mean, other than my shower that kept changing temperatures, I swear somebody like doesn't like me or doesn't like that I'm a Ford owner because they're flushing the toilet like every 10 seconds. So, but I'm gonna head back to Salt Lake most likely tonight. All right, looks like Alaska's getting the pushback, so Lawrence should be able to see a Velo.
Tower Yellowstone 28, full stop for 11.
Yellowstone 28, runway 11 clear land.
11 clear lane, Yellowstone 28.
Yeah, you know, that sounds about right. It's like the single runway airport. So let's talk about, let's quiz ourselves here on our aviation knowledge, and let's quiz us. Let's name the single-use runway airports in America. So you've got San Diego, which is the busiest, Fort Myers, Bozeman. What are other ones? See, now I'm going to be really thinking. All right, I got to do some research. So that's another trip that will take a week. Michael, go to London. So you'll go to Heathrow, of course. Then you'll go over to Gatwick. Then you'll go to, what's the other one? You mentioned Luton. MCO is not single runway. They have parallel, kind of like Salt Lake City. What's the other airport in London? There's 4. Heathrow, Gatwick, Luton, Luton, I don't know how you say it, and London, well, I guess if you count London City Airport, there's 5, because isn't there another one? Or is that 4?
Tower, Falcon 4-5, Foxtrot, right base on the visual.
Stansted, thank you. Yes, Michael, thank you very much. Good job. Thank you.
Falcon 4-5, Foxtrot, Bozeman Tower, runway 12, clear land.
12, clear land.
Yeah, single runway use, so it's Fort Myers, San Diego, Bozeman. I guess if you count the grass runways, Bozeman doesn't count, but single-use pavement runways, Bozeman.
Left turn, Charlie, hold short.
I'm just going down through the map of America here. Is FCA a single runway airport? Lawrence is going to have to help me out on this one. Well, I will do some research. I got to keep a notepad and write all these
things down. We just go through final a little bit here and make an S-turn back. The kick goes kind of high.
Falcon 5, Foxtrot, S-turn's approved.
Thank you.
Oh, well, that would explain why, Michael. That's awesome, man. You used to work at both London Gatwick and London Heathrow? Wow, that's fantastic. I'm jealous of you, sir. All right, so we got Southwest pushback 2. So now it's just Delta and Allegiant in the terminal.
3012 Lima Bozeman Tower, mixed rate runway 12, report a 4-mile final.
So Alaska's first, Southwest is second. So what did you do? What would you do at London, Gatwick, and Heathrow, Michael? Oh, ERB. Humberside, huh? ERB. ERB, the one and only. Yep, ERB, we're here at Bozeman, Yellowstone International. I saw you last night in Atlanta.
Charlie 3, hold short.
And I'm glad you can make it over here to Montana today. Well, Michael, it sounds like if I get over to England, we should just hang out. And I've thrown around the idea of putting together plane spotting tours. Thought that might be pretty cool. Baggage handling and parking supervisor. Well, that's awesome. I'm kind of like the parking supervisor, not a supervisor, but parking enforcement at Salt Lake City Airport, along with security. Yeah, I bet it was. We'll get out there. We'll get out to Atlanta.
Okay, 1368 X-ray Bozeman, Tower Report 2 miles west. Are you going to Jet Center or Jet Aviation? Two different FBOs.
I think that's our Dassault.
Alaska 94, Bozeman Tower, runway 12, lap weight, traffic with a Cherokee, 7 mile final. Cherokee 12 Lima, Boeing 737, holding position.
The old 3-engine burn.
Runway 12 Alpha 3, contact ground 0.8. Falcon 5, Foxtrot, turn right, Alpha 2, contact ground 0.8.
Alpha 2.8.
Now that's a big old private jet. It's at least carrying probably 3, 4, 5 single women.
Alaska 984, runway 12, take off.
Looks like Alaska's been given the okay. So we see it there in the distance, taking off from runway 12. Yeah, Lawrence, I'm counting down when I did know that, ERB. It's true. See, now, Michael, that would have been very special. Having the Concorde, that's very cool. Yeah, they heard I was here, but they better hurry up. I also like that I picked here.
Cherokee 12 Lima, runway 12, clear line.
As far as location goes for Bozeman, I couldn't have picked a much better one, maybe the parking garage. But yeah, they, with runway 12, they fly right by you when they're taking off. It's great.
Alaska 984, contact Big Sky, departure, good day.
Alaska 984, good day.
Helicopter 68 X-ray, make the approach Alpha Taxiway. Landing Alpha Taxiway, beam, Jet Aviation. Question, Alpha Taxiway, clear to land, beam, Jet Aviation. And there is a diamond clips exiting midfield on Alpha. Do not overfly. Okay, we'll now overfly diamond to Helicopter 68 X-ray.
Yeah, Atlanta does have a lot of people. I mean, it's like DFW. It's basically its own city. Own post office and everything. We will pan to the left, ERB, and let you know if there's still snow.
12 Lima, traffic a half mile to the east, landing the parallel taxiway at the helicopter.
So Lawrence, yeah, not quite final. I think they are making their descent in. So I've got United 2661 in from Chicago. I'm trying to find your Avello there, Lawrence. Bozeman got snow in May. That is a fun fact. Wow. It's pretty wild. All right, so they updated Avello's arrival time to 11:22, Lawrence. Oh, you might be going through Atlanta in November? Well, at least in Atlanta, they have a tram to get you through terminals. Salt Lake City, you have to walk everywhere.
Southwest,
pretty crazy.
Cherokee 12 Lima, turn right Alpha 3, contact ground point 8.
And hi to everybody who just logged on. This is Pip's Planespotting Live on location, episode 50 from Bozeman, Montana. Current temperature 66 degrees.
Southwest 654, runway 12, clear for takeoff.
Southwest has got the go-ahead to head back to Denver on their 737-700. If you're just joining us, encourage you to like and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, not only do I try to go to new airports and unique airports like this one, we'll go to the big ones, the usual ones, but my home base is Salt Lake City. Yeah, ERB, it's really beautiful. It's all green. The mountains are green. So there's a little bit of snow left.
2661 rolling out on the
2661, both turn 12, clear to left. Southwest 654,
Pacific Sky, see you, thanks.
So Michael, it's about 400 and I don't know, just call it 425 miles from my house. Salt Lake City. It's about, and 7 hours if you don't stop for church and lunch like I did yesterday. So it's a pretty good drive. Yeah. We, Lawrence ERB made the recommendation to go up to Kalispell, which is where Glacier National Park is. And that has some spectacular views. So I figured maybe I need to drive up to Spokane, drive up to Kalispell, down to Missoula, over to Bozeman, down to Jackson Hole for plane spotting for a week. May not be the busiest traffic, but it's beautiful up there. So try and give people something different a little bit. Got to be right with the big man upstairs, ERB. So United 2661 will be next. 737-900 from Chicago. And then I see a Velo 175, 737-700 from Burbank, which will be on the ground in, let's call it, I'll say 15 minutes. Ah, yeah, Michael, I mentioned this before to Infidel Fireman one day, but oh no, and also my friend who's a pilot with American. When I chose to live in Salt Lake City, I should have thought about it more, because that's like the only airport major airport within 350 miles. So, because at a minimum, the closest one is 6 hours away. Boise, 6 hours away. Bozeman, 7. Jackson Hole's about 5.5, 6. Denver is probably a 9-hour drive. 8.5, 9 hours. Las Vegas, 6 hours. So yeah. I'm in like the plane spotting desert other than Salt Lake City. We've talked about going up to Hill Air Force Base, but haven't been able to work things out yet. Plus, I don't want to deal with the police, so we'll see. But I think the nice thing about England, Michael, is that it's a little smaller than the United States, so you can get to more places sooner. And the UK, for that example. It is ERB. I just wish there were more variety. I mean, imagine before Spirit and Sun Country came in, there was like 7 airlines.
One, turn right, Alpha 2, contact ground point 8. Alpha 2, down 61.
Power up, Velo 175, visual runway 12.
Velo 175, Bozeman Terminal 12, clear to land.
Runway 12, clear to land, Velo 175.
Yeah, you got that right. Because you, Michael, correct me if I'm wrong, but you can either take a train or a plane to a lot of places. Yeah, Jamshed, this is busy for Bozeman. And like I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, this should probably be another record year for passengers for Bozeman. Last year they passed 2.2 million passengers. 10 years ago they had 500,000 passengers, so it's definitely grown a lot. And this season is the busiest season. I missed Sun Country yesterday, and I think that's the only airline we won't see today was Sun Country. Otherwise, you have a really great variety of airlines. You've got United, American, Delta, Southwest, Alaska, Avelo, JetBlue, Sun Country. Yeah, there is quite a variety. Plus a lot of corporate traffic and high roller traffic. When not on strike. Seems to happen sometimes a lot over there, Michael. Oh, and at Allegiant as well. Gotta say, folks, couldn't have asked for a better day to broadcast. Couldn't ask for better weather, better people. Oh, another international carrier to Los Angeles, ERB. Yeah, I did see something about that. And I have to give credit to Cali Plains for a second. I don't know if you guys have tuned into him, but I kind of like him. And he was able to be at San Francisco when they both got Norse Atlantic and also ITA on this past, was it Saturday? So yeah, give him credit. He did a really good job. All right, Lawrence, it's time to get you to work as we got a Velo 175 landing here. It's got to be kind of cool to see the flight that you're keeping track of actually land. That's got to be cool. Kind of cool. Yeah, I only caught it for a little bit, but I did catch that, so that was great. That was really cool. Well, at least, Lawrence, you know it's on time. Get those ops people to roll in here.
Turn right.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
We'll turn right on Alpha 2 and contact ground point with Level 175.
Looking sharp, Lawrence. Looking sharp. Avelo's paint scheme and design is pretty good. I'll give him that for sure.
Delta 2360 Bozeman turn, runway 12, clear takeoff.
Runway 12, clear takeoff.
Ooh, we got to take off for Delta. There it is, down at the end of runway 12. Well, Infidel and Lawrence, nice work by your company there. Good landing. Yeah, I noticed he's been doing driving as well, so that's kind of interesting. Great pilot too. All right. I mean, Cali Plains, I mean, compared to Pip, I mean, psh. Whoops. Back to Minneapolis, Delta goes. Well, thanks, ERB. I agree. I have to confess, in all my travels, this is probably one of my favorite locations where I'm situated at. Great visibility. Pretty awesome. Yeah, Michael, Avelo is one of the newest airlines here in America, and also Breeze. We may not have seen a lot of Breeze. They fly out of Provo, which is close to Salt Lake City. Well, thank you, Michael. Breeze flies out of Provo, but I haven't been to a whole lot of airports that have had them yet, so. So yeah, the two newest airlines in America are Breeze and Avelo. And Breeze flies 195 Embraer 195s and A220s, Airbus A220s. Yeah, let's. We got a minute here. ERB, check out those mountains. We'll go to the east here and give you a little snow. Still a little bit of snow up there, and there's still a little bit of snow on the mountains in Salt Lake City. Gate B6, Lawrence. Copy that. And then I've got some beautiful mountains behind me. Forgot to put on deodorant today. I didn't forget. I just decided to see how I could smell. I know you guys just want to hear that, so. And then there are some mountains behind me right here. So there you go, ERB. It's a beautiful valley. Highly recommend you coming here. Yeah, it is green. I'm telling you what, man. I found a new place I want to live. That is for sure. No question. All right, so we have about a half hour or so until the next string of arrivals come. Which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got about 5 arrivals. Should see.
Yes, on 42, Bus Terror, Port of 4 Mile Island.
Legion's got a little time until they depart. So if you guys want to take a break, getting something to eat for the next half hour, feel free. Got a little downtime. Otherwise, I'll just keep plane spotting, checking out corporate aviation and whatnot. I wish James was here. I see a Cirrus Vision jet over here, and I know James loves those.
Morning, Cirrus 124 Victor Lima. We've got Yellowstone 42 in sight down with this.
Number 124 Victor Lima, Bozeman Tower, roger.
Good question, Lawrence. Let's zoom in. Let's do the old zoom in, see what you see. It appears it is.
For Victor Lima, just continue your present heading until you're into an area where you would turn base and then make a right 270 onto a right base for runway 12.
Okay, we'll continue and a right 270 for a base for 12 forward sign.
Uh-oh, somebody's getting in trouble. Lawrence is going to make a call. Ramirez, hello. Welcome in. We're here at Bozeman, Yellowstone International Airport on location. I usually broadcast from Salt Lake, but thought I'd make a drive up to the Big Sky Country. So hello to you. Oh, good question. Alrighty. Infidel Fireman trivia time. What do the 3 rings on the Avello livery represent? I do not know. I have no idea, honestly. I would love to hear the answer. This will be a good question. Good trivia question. Nice. Our customers, our crews, and our stakeholders. Very cool. See, they've already indoctrinated you, infidel. Okay, so Michael, yeah, and Michael, let me answer that for you. But just in case you're new to the channel, you may hear that faint clicking sound. That's just my scanner scanning. So the radio scanner. So I apologize, but it's not too bad. Favorite plane? Well, Michael, my 2 favorite planes, I'll give 2.5. So 757 is kind of unique, but since that's going away soon, my 2 favorites are the Boeing Dreamliner 787 and the Airbus A220. Those are my 2 favorites. And I used to work for Breeze, but I never got the chance to fly the A220. I've only flown the A220 on Delta, which is really nice. Thank you, ERB. Thank you for the warm welcome. How about you, Michael? Which one's your favorite plane? I should mention as a caveat, I do not like the 787-10. I think it looks too long.
Yes, 142, Roger. Runway 12, clear line.
Infidel Fireman's favorite airplane is any plane that flies to Phuket, Thailand. ERB, you like the 787? What? A Brazilian liking a Boeing product. F4 Phantom. ERB, how dare you? Michael, what's your favorite airplane? So ERB likes the 787. Infidel likes the F4 Phantom. Lawrence, what's your favorite airplane? Ramirez? Jackson? What are y'all's favorite airplanes? A350, that's a good one. I've never flown in the A350. I've flown in the A330, but not the 350 yet. I think the A330-900, the Neo, is very classy, for sure.
Turn right out for 3
Lawrence, way to be the company man. Listen to you. Listen to you, the company man. Very first slide. Was it a Varig ERB? Michael, L1011.
Roger. Proceed eastbound for straight and fine for runway 11.
L1011. Wow, that brings back memories. Because as you know, they're no longer around. Not only that, FedEx saying goodbye to the MD-11s.
Get a 607 Bose, turn runway 12, clear line. Sure, 4 Victor Lima, contact ground point.
Finnair Caravel, Helsinki to London. Oh, wow. Michael.
Here's a 16 Bose, tower, no delay. Whitehall 5 approved, runway 12, clear for takeoff from maintain vehicle Delta.
That's a good variety, guys. A Crucero.
Jet 607, Cessna departing priority route, runway 12.
See, this is good history right here. Good history.
Cessna 61933, runway 11 clear to land. You can expect a right turn again.
That is my favorite blue livery. That's my favorite blue livery ERB is ITAs. I think Breeze is a little overkill. I think JetBlue's is okay, but I think ITA is perfect. Just like exactly hits the mark. Oh, you used to live in Montana, Lawrence? Largest commercial Cessna carrier in the U.S. That was back, you know, back in the day of the small regionals. They used to fly the Caravans and the Shorts and the Brazilian 120s, and I mean, just all sorts of stuff. Guesses on the airline. That's a tough one, Lawrence. Man, that's a tough one. Yeah, Michael, it's funny you mentioned that because I should have been in aviation a long time ago. I didn't find flight dispatching until I was 35, and I should have done it out of college, but I didn't know about it, and pilot school was a lot of money, so, but I had no idea on flight dispatching. I totally would have done it.
Citation 67, runway 5, runway 12, line up way traffic is a Cessna 5 miles south of the field on right base.
Cape Air.
7 runway, additional traffic is a Cessna 2 mile final for the parallel runway.
That's true, the 402s, right?
Jet 607, turn right, Alpha 2, where are you parking today? Jet 607, right, taxi straight across Alpha into Yellowstone, monitor ground plane.
That's right, Lawrence. That is true. That is accurate.
Citation 67, Romeo Papa, rolling 12, clear for takeoff. Ridgeline 93, described runway 12, clear to land, citation departing priority arrival.
Got a Cessna Citation corporate jet on the roll onto runway 12.
97.7, we're pumping. Cessna 619er33, turn right, the end hold short, rolling 12.
Right at the end, hold short, 129.
Yeah, I think that, yep, ERB, you're right on it. That's a good schedule, ERB. I like it. So giving you an update of where we stand next half hour or so. Should see arrivals coming in from Denver, 3251 on a 737-700 for Southwest. Then it's Salt Lake City with an Airbus A320 on Delta 2677. Then it is San Francisco, Alaska, 3416 on the E175. Delta 406 from Atlanta on a 757-200. And then American 2056 from Chicago on a 737-800. All within the next half hour.
Cessna 619er33, cross runway 12, Charlie 1 Alpha 1 X, Foxtrot B Alpha, monitor ground 20.
ERB is a aviation fiend.
Charlie 1 to Alpha 1, monitor ground.
All right, man. Thanks, Infidel. Good to see you as always. Yeah, we'll see you later. I'm probably going to take a little break after the last arrival, which is American, which should arrive around 12:15. Charge up the batteries a little bit, and then be back here for maybe a couple more hours. We'll see. Dude, don't you know that clothing is optional in Houston? You just walk around in a swimsuit all day. Plus, it'll give me a chance to grab a quick bite to eat. Take care, dudeski.
Give way to the Cessna on Alpha, into Foxtrot.
Okay, we'll give way to the Cessna on Alpha.
So yeah, everyone, I think what's going to happen is after the American arrival, which should be the last at around 12:20, as we prepare for Allegiant to depart here, I'll take about a 45-minute hour break and come back on the air between 1 and 1:30, give me a quick bite to eat, charge the batteries for an hour, and then be back going again until about 3:30, and then I'm going to head back to Salt Lake City. So most likely. So I'll probably get home around 10-ish. Well, thank you, ERB. You're too kind. You're a gentleman and a scholar.
Runway 12, clear to land, and I'll be looking for the traffic for Bridger 43.
So we'll follow. ERB, I think you're going to like this livery because this is one of the NFL football team's liveries for Allegiant. So on an Airbus A319 headed back to, are they going back to Nashville or are they off to Vegas? Let's check it out. Okay, so they're going back to Nashville, so they're doing a turn. I think you'll like this one.
Bridge 43, the Skywagon is through the intersection, no factor.
Trying to catch this Cessna. There's actually a grass runway that intersects the asphalt. It's kind of cool. So once in a while you'll see Cessnas landing. And you're like, what? Yeah, I've thought about doing the Japanese, like when flying to Japan. That's tough because most of the Earth is asleep. So you gotta pick the right time.
Charlie, course is your discretion now.
29 Charlie on course.
Yeah, there's a grass runway here. True story.
1978 Bose Terra, runway 12, line and wait.
Of course, the Raiders play their play at the Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas.
Turn right Alpha 3, taxi into Bridger V Alpha, cross runway 21.
I want to say, ERB, that it's the only major commercial airport that has a grass runway.
Legion 1978, runway 12, clear for takeoff.
Coming right at you, ERB. Silver and black. Pretty awesome. Sorry about that. I almost tripped. Good night, everybody who logged in. Encourage you to like and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. We're live on location. Pip's Planespotting live. Yeah, Michael. I've got some Southwest points saved up, so I'm going to go to a few places for free, but I'd definitely like to get to more. I would love to crowdsource, and a lot of people have like 2,000 points or 800 points, and they don't travel that much. And I'd love for them to like just donate all to me so I can go travel, and that's totally selfish, but you know, maybe I can pick up some stuff for them. I'm having a lot of fun here, and it's pretty awesome. I know it's not the busiest airport in the world, but you know what? I'm having a ton of fun, giving you a great variety of aircraft and different airlines. So it's Patelli Vision. Hi, what's up, man? Well, thank you very much, Michael. I am doing my best. Dude, Patelli, this is awesome out here. You need to take a flight either on United and American and come out here, because it's beautiful, and it's only 70 degrees. It's not like 150. Yeah, and it's been a lot of fun this morning. Everything's worked great. Could not be happier. Like, it's been a ton of fun. Would love to have more people on. You know, that'll come. But thank you, ERB. I love the variety, so it's been a blast being up here, Patelli. Been an absolute blast. It is, man. So let's do the quick scan around. Well, thank you, Michael. And that's part of my thing. I don't want to knock anybody for, going to Los Angeles or whatever, but everybody goes there. I'm going to go to the places that nobody else goes to highlight what makes them unique. And
call sign inbound is
make a difference, right? Because there are lots of people who fly into here too. I mean, like I said, traffic's basically doubled in the last 5 years.
Just off your right, slightly ahead, is a Boeing 737 high right downwind for 12. 9,400 descending.
See, I know when I'm going to Brazil though, ERB, the first place we're going is we're gonna go to Dumont. We got to rent like a boat or something and do a live broadcast from Dumont or something. Yeah, Patelli, I'm going to have 2 homes, one in Wyoming and one here in Bozeman. It's been great, so... Speaking of which, let's see how expensive homes are here. I know they're more expensive than normal Montana. Yep, exactly, RB. Yeah, gliders and a lot of, yeah, it's very interesting.
Good morning, runway 12, clear line. Falcon 131, Echo Papa, Bozeman Tower, runway 12, clear for takeoff.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm going to have to be rich. Yeah, and I'll eventually do a broadcast from LAX, and I'll also do one from Hawthorne. But yeah, it's pretty saturated, my friend. I agree. I agree. Chantel, what's up, girl? What's shaking? Oh, yeah? Is that true, ERB? Huh. Very interesting. I'll have to do some research on that. I will definitely have to do some research on that. That makes sense. I will most definitely. Chantel, I was just talking about you this morning. I said, I'm here in the mornings in the United States, and Chantel's not on a broadcast. Where is she? So it's good to see you.
Contact Big Sky.
Okay, we'll see you when I come up.
Sorry? Oh.
Number 934, Mike Uniform, both turn or right down 1 runway 12. Twin Otter 903, Mike Uniform, Bozeman, tower, enter right down 1 runway 12.
Good night, everybody who logged on. Encourage you to like and subscribe.
Reduce to final approach speed. Runway 12, number 2, clear land.
All right, we're back into arrival mode here in Bozeman. We've got Southwest 3251 on final.
No, 33 Charlie Hotel, Bozeman, Terrell, short runway 12 for landing traffic. Yeah, November 8576 Yankee Mike, left turn on or right down, went for runway 11 turf. I'm going to pass you behind a global that's on a 7-mile final currently.
Alright, left turn and go right down with 11 turf to 576.
Number 33 Charlie Hotel, runway 12, line up way, traffic global, 6-mile final. Southwest 3251, turn right off 2, contact ground point 8.
Turn off 2, contact.
November 33 Charlie Hotel, 112, clear takeoff. Bavarian 80, runway 12, clear land. 76 Yankee, do you have the globe on site? Just have your right. Number 76 Yankee, roger, pass behind that traffic, keep it tight. I've got traffic, also an Jet on about a 1 mile final.
Pass traffic,
76 Yankee, caution wake turbulence, runway 11 turf, clear to land.
Clear to land 11 turf,
I do remember that, Chantal. You did say Bozeman. Yep. So the votes were unanimously in favor of Bozeman. So, yep, it's pretty awesome.
Sorry, who's checking in visual? Silicon 1 here, Bozeman Tower, number 2, runway 12, clear to land. Big Sky 33 Charlie Hotel.
You voted for Salt Lake City, ERB? All right, we're rocking and rolling departures and arrivals here in the next 20 minutes. Next arrival is a Bombardier Global Express. Looks like a repositioning for a private jet. Well, ERB, I appreciate the vote for Salt Lake City, but yeah, I definitely glad you're enjoying this one.
I'm sorry, November 4 Mike uniform for information.
Patelli, so yesterday, miles-wise, it's about 400 miles. And it took me about, not counting church for a half hour, I snuck in, and lunch, it was about a 7-hour drive, so give it about 8 hours. I could probably make it faster, but keep in mind, too, that I went through the west part of Yellowstone, so there's a lot of traffic. And the interstate ends at about Idaho Falls, so it's a little bit slower. One of my personal favorite jets, the Bombardier Global Express.
Bavarian 80, turn right Alpha 2, and where are you parking today? Bavarian 80, roger, contact ground point 80 runway.
Did he say Bavarian? So I'm assuming from Germany, perhaps? It's worth exploring. So just to recap, it's a fast and furious finish. We'll probably be done by about 12:20. I'm going to take a little break, see if I can charge up the batteries, get something to eat, and be back around 1:30 if possible. So just to let you all know, and invite your friends, family members, and everyone else to join me back around 1:30 if we're able to get back on.
Twin Otter 4 Mike uniform, the altitude you're following is 2 mile final, just ahead, slightly to the right yet.
That is close, Chantel, very close.
As soon as you're able, runway 12, caution
yes.
clear land, you're inside of Airbus 320, 10 mile final.
All right, next arrival will be a Gulfstream G100 from Monterey, California, and behind them will be Delta 2677 from Salt Lake City on an Airbus A320. So here we go, like we were talking about, to be fast and furious to the end.
Bozeman Tower, good morning, Delta 2677, visual 12.
November 1368 X-ray Bozeman Tower departure from the jet aviation ramp will be at your own risk. Southbound is approved, wind 3606. Delta 2677 Bozeman Tower number 3, runway 12, clear to land. You're following a Twin Otter turning onto about a 2 mile final.
Roger, we're looking for number 3, clear to land runway 12, Delta 2677.
Number 4 Mike uniform, change to runway 11, runway 11, clear to land.
You want to switch to runway 11, 934, Mike uniform, thank you.
4 Mike uniform, thank you.
The G100 Gulfstream, that's a plane I don't ever see a lot of.
Number 8576 Yankee, cross runway 12, echo to Alpha 2.
Classic right there.
On the other side.
12 at echo to Alpha 2, contact ground.
2677, you're number 1 for the runway. The Twin Otter is landing in parallel.
Roger, Delta 2677.
Crash today.
Tower number 2, runway 12, clear land.
Clear land up to border. And just confirming that with 4 Mike uniform is clear to land.
All right, next arrival after that Airbus A320 is Delta 757 from Atlanta. Getting rolling here. Trying to look for that Twin Otter that's about to come into the picture. There it is. Yeah, that's right, ERB. That's correct. Boy, I tell you what, the only other thing I'd like to do is maybe fly in here because it's a beautiful valley to fly into. It is. The bird is saying pip pip. It's true. That's good, Chantel.
For Mike uniform, are you going to the east ramp again? For Mike uniform, turn right at the end, hold short, rolling 12.
Twin Otter sighting. Love it. I feel like I just was transported to Lukla Airport in Nepal. There's our A320 right behind. Whoa.
Turn right on runway 21 at the end, contact ground point 8 runner.
Right on 12 and
2670 is 7, it's a right turn, runway 21 or the end.
21 to the end, Delta 2677.
ERB, yes, there are helicopters. There are also firefighting equipment and planes here. In fact, there's a company here, I cannot remember the name, but they manufacture a special type of fire suppression plane that's really quite fascinating. Yep, here comes the flying pencil.
November 4 Mike uniform, roger.
Here comes the flying pencil right into your living room, ERB, and everybody else.
Twin Otter 4 Mike uniform, cross runway 12 to Alpha 1 and contact ground point 8 on the other side.
Cross runway 12, and up to Alpha, ground point on the other side. 4
God, I'm having a blast here. This is awesome. A Delta and a Delta on taxiway Alpha. All right, so we're waiting for, let's check it out, our last arrival, which I see is going to be making a left turn shortly, and then another left turn to go final on the runway 12, and then we'll take a break. Yep, you got it, ERB. You got it, man. Could not ask for much better weather. I just need a little more wind. Yeah, Michael, that is correct. I do not know of any other regularly serviced airplane that flies in here other than a 757. Lawrence and I, you may have caught that when broadcast first started. I think it's just a matter of time before there are international flights, and they may extend the runway. So right now it's about 9,000 feet, or maybe they don't want international flights here. But they could probably get a nice mid-range 757 from Iceland, or even the XLR. Well, ERB, I was fortunate enough to fly jump seat in a 757 before American retired them all when I was going to Las Vegas, and so I think I hold that as one of my fondest memories, because that was pretty cool. Because we flew from Dallas to Las Vegas on a 757. You know, an A330 might work here, but I don't know, because I think the weights. So I said it was Bozeman's a little bit higher than Salt Lake. It's actually about the same elevation after doing a second look, about 4,500 feet. The runway is 3,000 feet shorter than Salt Lake's runways, which are about 12,000. So you would probably have to extend the runways here to work international traffic in.
Bridge 949, Bose Tower, report a 3-mile right base, runway 11.
So American's going to make its last left turn, left base. The cargo planes, ERB, that fly into here will usually be probably, that's a good question, because I see an ATR 72 over there. I do think that they do have 757s and 767s fly in here, but those are on much shorter distances. So let me look. That brings up an interesting question. They may get like a 757, or a 767 for cargo, but I will have to look into that. So yeah, right now I see an ATR 72 parked over for FedEx. I have to say again, I thank you so much for everybody tuning in. I know it's not the busiest airport. However, it's got a lot of variety, and we've seen all sorts of different aircraft. It's been a lot of fun, plus a whole lot of different airlines. So it's been a real blast. I'm having a freaking awesome time. So thank you to everybody. And I can't stress that enough. So, you know, I wish I could stay up here longer, but work calls. I have to head back Wednesday, and then I'm moving out of my apartment in a couple weeks, so I need to probably start packing some stuff, or else I'd stay here an extra day or go down to Jackson for an extra day. So which I'm kind of sad about. All right, so our last arrival for this broadcast, well, hold on. We've got back-to-back. Our last arrival will be Alaska 3416, an Embraer E175 from San Francisco. Before them, the first arrival will be American 2056, a 737-800 from Chicago. And that will round out our broadcast. Take a little break, and hopefully we can come back here if everything works out in about an hour, so at about 1:30-ish. So I'm going to charge the batteries. Hopefully that'll be enough for a while. If not, then we'll make what we can do with. There you see the terminal for Bozeman and Delta lined up back-to-back with the 757 and Airbus A320. We've got a Southwest over there, United. Avelo's getting the push back, it looks like. And here comes American from Chicago on a 737-800.
Make a left turn onto a right downwind for runway 11. I'm going to pass you behind an Embraer 175 on a 5-mile final.
Left turn onto a right downwind.
American 2056, turn right altitude, contact ground point 8 off the runway.
Alpha 2, ground point 8, American 2056, have a good day.
Bridge 17 Bose Tower, no delay, runway 12, clear for takeoff. Embraer 175, traffic 4-mile final, and make a right turn northwestbound. Got 3416 Kodiak departing priority arrival.
3416.
Kodiak.
49 right base approved, runway 11 clear for the option after the option. Right traffic caution wake, terminus Embraer 175 on final for the parallel.
Right base cruise from one, clear for the option.
Bridge 117, let me amend the turn. You can go either left or right, your discretion.
Alright, Bridge 17, we'll go ahead and make a left turn.
Dude, this airport's got everything. This is cool. And there is our Alaska arrival. Okay, Michael, thanks for coming in. Thanks for your vote. Great to see you, and you're very welcome. Thank you so much. Yeah, if not, we'll catch you again in another stream.
2201, Uniform Foxtrot, Bose Tower, enter right base, runway 12, report a 3 mile right base. Sky 3416, turn right at the end, contact ground point 8 off the runway.
Right at the end, ground 18, 3416.
I want to look at one last thing before we sign off. So give me just a moment here, ladies and gentlemen.
Sky 2330, Echo Bose Tower, Port River Rock, right base, runway 12. Bridger 17, not receiving your transponder.
Okay, so let's try that.
Folks, Ridgeline 16, established on the RNAV Yankee 12 inbound.
Bridger 16, Bose Tower, Port 4 mile final.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for this broadcast. Thanks so much for everybody for tuning in. We'll be back in about an hour. Hopefully, we can get those batteries charged up to give you a little more plane spotting action. But thank you for everyone who tuned in today. Ramirez, Jackson, Jamshed, ERB, Michael, Infidel Fireman, Chantel, Andy. Did I miss anybody?
Bozeman Tower, Bridger 17. I'm at the off frequency for a second. Let me try to reset.
See if I missed
Bridger
anybody.
17, roger.
Patelli Vision. Lawrence. How can we forget Lawrence? He runs the show here. We made a new friend. So thanks for everybody who tuned in today for this broadcast. We will hopefully catch you in an hour if everything works out well. Bye-bye, and we'll talk to everybody soon. Give me a little break so I can eat some lunch, charge up the batteries, and hopefully we'll be back in a little bit, and look forward to seeing you all soon. So enjoy your lunch, and we'll catch you later.